Hey guys, welcome into this Thursday night. It is exciting. We're all like a bunch of little crackheads running around here in the sports betting world because we got ourselves 32 damn football games here tonight, 16 in the NFL, 16 in college football, including 4 games among the top 25 in the country. It is heaven on earth for a lot of us that have been waiting for football to be back. Well, it is back, certainly. College football tonight, preseason week 4 coming to an end, and we have got ourselves some free plays, and we're going to bring back an old friend. I want you to meet our good friend Scott from halftimemagic.com. Football's back. That means second half wagering is back, and you guys that have followed us over the last year and a half, you know how profitable our second half plays were with halftimemagic.com. Well, it is back now after a summer off. I know Scott and the guys at halftimemagic.com are chomping at the bit. So we're going to, for those of you that haven't had a chance, don't understand what second half wagering is and how he can help you profit here, we're going to go ahead and let you hear from the man himself. He's going to join us here in just a couple of minutes. Also, don't forget here, guys, plenty of games coming up. Kickoff here in about 35, 40 minutes or so in college football. You need to go get yourself some of the best numbers possible. After all, you're betting numbers, not teams. How do you do that? Well, if you only have one book in your town because it's legal now, well, you need another book. Basically, you need a reliable offshore book you guys can count on. And you're like, I don't know, where do I go? I've heard horror stories. Yeah, I get it. It's very simple. We've got you covered here. Go see our friends at YouWager.LV. If you call them right now, it takes all of 2.5 minutes to set up an account. 1-800-YouWager, guys. 1-800-YouWager, the code JRS50. They will go ahead and drop a 50% deposit bonus match into your account right now. You put in 100, they'll put in 50 for you. Instantaneous, and then you can go shopping. And right now, you need to shop. College football, NFL, there is a big difference between 2.5 and 3 points, isn't there? There's a big difference between 6.5 with the Utah game here tonight versus, BYU getting 7. It makes all the difference in the world, and so does having multiple places to be able to shop to get those numbers. We suggest, of course, YouWager.LV, 1-800-YouWager. The code is JRS50. All right, and then, of course, we'll tell you how our friends from Pay Per Head coming up. If you're just sick and tired of having to find your own book, maybe you want to become the book. It's the ultimate side gig, especially during the NFL season, and it is so simple. People don't understand how simple it truly is to create be the book for your friends, for your coworkers, for your family members. We'll tell you how to do that coming up here with our friends from Pay Per Head. All right, let's get to our man here. Scott from, because we do have some free plays coming your way, too. I got a Major League Baseball play that's, it's later on, but we got a couple hours before that goes, a couple of hours before some of the kickoffs here, and would certainly encourage you guys to head over to sportsmemo.com. The free plays are up there. Not to mention, sportsmemo.com has got live lines, too. You can check it out, courtesy of our friends from Don Best over at sportsmemo.com. Plus, you can get your free plays. That's right. You can get your free plays across the board from any one of the dozen or so handicappers at sportsmemo.com. Check them out. Great information there for everybody. So I'm in Miami here, guys. And, yeah, we got, you might have heard, there's a bit of a hurricane of some sort coming our way. And I'm not talking the University of Miami Hurricanes. I'm talking about Dorian. And, so we got a lot going on down here. And so do the Miami Dolphins. They're trying to figure out who's going to start the year at quarterback. Will it be Rosen? Will it be Fitzpatrick? There are some big edges tonight in the preseason. These last games, I think some easy plays here I'm going to share with you coming up. But let's get to our man here, Scott from halftimemagic.com. This was a guy that made all of us a ton of money last football season, last college football season, the NBA, college hoops. He is a guy that makes it very simple, just doesn't bet full game lines, guys. In fact, he only bets Second half games. That's it. Second half lines. That's what he's got. Him and the crew over at halftimemagic.com, they have got you covered. Why? Well, they have the computers. They have the manpower. They have the wherewithal to be able to get you guys set up as easy as a text. Get a text message tonight, in fact. You can set up, get yourself a text message, and you can get the plays. If there is an edge to be had, second half, coming your way right to your phone. We'll tell you how to get set up there. halftimemagic.com. That's where you guys can start checking it out. But get ready, man. It is going to be one hell of a night in college football. And let's bring Scotty on so you can hear for yourself what's happening at halftimemagic.com. All right, guys, tonight it is the kickoff. We're looking at college football, right? 32 pigskin games, 16 in the NFL, 16 in college football, and that means it is the return of our very good friend Scott with halftimemagic.com. And Scott, listen, it's been a while, man. Last time we talked, it was the NBA championships. Basketball season was over. You had a nice little vacation, right? Took the family out. You're all good to go. Got it out of your system. It's time to get back to work, my friend. Tonight, college football, it's all about second-half wagering, my friend, isn't it?
Yes. We've been going through withdrawal here this summer, waiting for some posting some games with half times. I was even starting to eyeball a little WNBA there for a couple months because there's just nothing to play. But thank God it's back. That's all I got to say.
It is. It's great. Now, guys, those of you that are new that might not have known, Scott was just unbelievable last year, and he's been doing this now forever. Him and the boys over at halftimemagic.com, they only bet. And they only help, guys. They only help handicap second-half wagering in games. Now, whether it be college football, the NFL, or basketball, which will be just around the corner, this time of year, forget about full game line, Scott. It's all about what's the data tell you at halftime. That's where the real edges are, which is what guys, they don't understand, do they?
They sure don't. And either do the sports books, and that's where the edge lies, right? So, when you bet second half wagering, it's a new game at halftime when they put up a line. So the first half means nothing. The full game means nothing as far as that line is concerned. So you're betting a brand new game at the start of the second half. But where the edge comes in is, one, the actual live interaction between these teams, right? Because, certain teams or certain games look one way on paper, and then obviously when they match up so many times, it just doesn't play out that way, right? So the first part of the edge is the actual interaction, and you can see as far as things like that. But then the other half of the edge, more important, is the soft lines that these sports books are putting up on these halves, because they're based on the full game line, meaning they're more cookie cutter. Meaning, I like to use the example if a team is minus 10 for the game and they go in a half up 5. The line is roughly going to be around minus 5 the second half to get them to that 10 point spread for the game. So that is where there's a huge edge, because when you look at these teams at real time matchup and you see, wait a second, the underdog here is actually crushing in stats. Oh, and by the way, I'm getting 5 points the second half on top of it. That's where it is just the most powerful bet in sports wagering.
It's unbelievable. It was a ridiculously profitable year last year, not only in the NFL, college football, but basketball season, college basketball. And we'll get there, guys. The bottom line is you're going to be hearing from Scott a lot here on the show as the season kicks back off. The bottom line for you is get to halftimemagic.com. You can see fully documented exactly what everyone did last year, the year before that. I mean, Scott, this isn't – you haven't been doing this 6 weeks, my friend. This is these analytics, these numbers, this formula, these algorithms, they've been working for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, we've been around since 2012, and we've just literally crushed it every year. I mean, we average, over a full season, we average close to 58% winners. And even last year, a lot of the guarantees I was putting out, for a day or a week were that we hit over 60% winners. And anybody who knows anything about sports betting, that is world-class sports wagering, and that is major money-making wagering if you can average over 58%. So, yeah, we've been doing it a long time, and, it's just it's the ultimate way to play sports, in our opinion.
The only way to do it, guys, and there's it's so simple. It's a matter of, if you have a cell phone, get ready to profit in second halves, and it can start tonight, guys. So here's what you do. HalftimeMagic.com, at HalftimeMagic. Make sure you're tailing him on Twitter, too, because he's always posting free plays during the game, guys. You've got a limited amount of time to be able to get those plays in from when halftime starts to when, obviously, you're going to get alerted. You got to get yourself signed up. Do it today. Go to HalftimeMagic.com. Also, at HalftimeMagic on Twitter. Make sure you get there. And, Scott, it's pretty self-explanatory once you get to the website. I mean, signing up it takes all of, 48 seconds?
Yeah, and we actually have a couple specials as well. If you go to our package page, we have a couple basically half-off packages if you sign up by today for the monthly and the yearly. So if you do that for both of those packages, but then we're also offering, for your listeners, the next 4 days, through, we'll do it through Labor Day. I'm not sure if there's a college game on Labor Day, but for this first week of college football, we're going to offer our plays for free. All you got to do is send an email to support@halftimemagic.com with Joe Raineri, and you'll find out and see what an extreme edge that it is.
It's a piece of cake, guys. You got it up on the screen right there, halftimemagic.com. Check it out. Make sure you're tailing them on Twitter, on Facebook, and really some great information on there on how to utilize the second half numbers, the analytics, to be able to start making some money this college and NFL season using second half wagering at halftimemagic.com. Scott, it's always a pleasure, brother. It's good to have you back. Looking forward to tonight's game and looking forward to a great season, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Joe. Can't wait.
halftimemagic.com, guys. Make sure you get there today. All right, great stuff from our friend Scotty at halftimemagic.com. There it is, guys. You heard him. You want a couple of free plays? You want to start the season off right? It's very simple. Go to halftimemagic.com. Just email them. Halftimemagic.com there. Email support@halftimemagic. If I could read my own handwriting, it'd be great. Actually, it's not handwritten. It's typed. But either way, I'm having a difficult time doing it. Support@halftimemagic.com. A quick email right now, guys. Just put my name in the subject line. They'll get right back to you. They'll set you up with an account. They'll set you up very simply with the ability to be able to get your free plays, and then boom, you guys are off and running, and you are winning and profiting second half wagers here coming your way with our friends at halftimemagic.com. It is so simple, guys. Just get there right now. Support@halftimemagic.com. Use my name in the subject line. They'll get you the free plays tonight, and they'll get you set up through the weekend. It is a free play weekend. It is back at halftimemagic.com. And we are excited because we've got some football here tonight. Exciting, right? 32 damn pigskin games getting ready to kick off here. 16 in the NFL. And I do like a couple of these games, a couple of the edges tonight in the NFL. I do think there's a couple of teams that have a distinct edge over the opponent that they are taking on. And I don't want to hear about, it's who bets on preseason football week 4. Well, I do. That's who. And you know why? Not just me, by the way. A whole bunch of people, professional handicappers, actually bet on preseason football because the edges are real. That's where we get the edge. We get it from information because we know more about these NFL teams during preseason than we ever will during the regular season. And there are a couple of games here tonight. I'd like to pass along some knowledge to you. Also, we'll give you a couple of the plays there, Major League Baseball and college football here tonight. Utah, BYU, Cincinnati, UCLA getting ready to do battle. Year 2 of the Chip Kelly experiment getting ready to kick off here tonight on the road, Ohio, in Cincinnati. I do think there's one play there that is absolutely worth making. We'll tell you that. But let me give you the NFL preseason game. Tonight, guys, I would, if I was you, because I know I already did, because I'm that kind of degenerate, I would go ahead and take a look, very simply, go take a look at the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Buffalo Bills. And I know what you're saying, like, oh, who's going to be playing here? This is terrible. That's exactly what's going on here. The Buffalo Bills tonight at home, and you've got Bills Mafia going to be ready to rock and roll. But what you have is a head coach in Mike Zimmer that does not lose or like to lose during the preseason. And what he's going to do is he's going to be sending out their number 3 quarterback. Dude's name is Kyle Sloter. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's Kyle Sloter. And Kyle Sloter, guys, he has been making appearances in Game 4, Week 4 of the NFL preseason now for about since 2017. And during that time, the dude is 95 of 126. He's got a 76% completion percentage. Oh, yeah. He's also averages about 8.5 yards per pass. He's got 10 touchdowns, no interceptions. Since 2017, he's on preseason rosters for teams for one reason and one reason only. It's to win damn preseason games, and that's exactly what he is doing here. Might be the all-time greatest preseason quarterback we've ever seen in Minnesota, but we know Zimmer doesn't like to lose. And we also know that Buffalo at this point, not a whole lot left to figure out. They're going to roll out Tyree Jackson, former University of Buffalo quarterback. He's going to get most of the snaps in this game. He's 6'7", 250 pounds. The kid is a beast. Not a great passer. He is a work in progress. And quite honestly, this is going to be his first extended real action in the NFL all preseason long. So I got to tell you, the Bills, they're going to try to get out of this game as healthy as possible. They're not going to risk any of the backups. And when it comes to backups, guys, nobody's got more of them than the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. They love Harbaugh and Zimmer love to win preseason games. Once you're a winner, you're always a winner. We don't lose games around here. The records speak for themselves. Now, both of these teams are 3-0 straight up heading into this game tonight in the preseason. They're also 3-0. I believe they're 3-0 against the spread. So, to me, look at the starting quarterback. Look at the philosophy of the team. Look at who they're going up against. Yeah, they're on the road, but, guys, give me the Minnesota Vikings and the better quarterback. You can lay the 3 points. You might want to take a look at the money line. I think it's reasonable, too, at minus 160, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere along those lines, minus 160. It's a good bet, guys. Jump all over the Vikings here tonight. Also, Dallas, Jason Garrett, they have absolutely nothing to prove. They will not, under any circumstance, risk any more health there for anybody that might play in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. They are home. They're inviting in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who, with Bruce Arians, they got some things to figure out still, like who the hell the running back is going to be, the starting running back all year long for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Arians is not a guy that is going to roll over. Plus, the line is 5 points right now. Tampa Bay is getting 5, actually 5.5. It's actually moving up. Tampa Bay is getting 5.5 in a preseason game, Week 4, where the Dallas Cowboys and Jason Garrett could care less about winning. They haven't. The guy has got to be one of the single worst all time. In fact, let me see if I make if I want to get this right. He is 8-17-2. Okay, in the preseason at this time. All right, outside of Week 3, which is the dress rehearsal, the bottom line 8-17-2 against the number as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Garrett doesn't take the preseason serious at all. You will see nobody that is going to resemble a Dallas Cowboy on the field this year. You are going to see some guys that are absolutely going to be in Tampa Bay Bucs uniforms because they've got some holes to fill. They got some offensive things they need to work out, positions that need to get answered, and Bruce Arians, first-year coach, likes to send messages. That's what he's all about. So take the 5 points in a preseason game. The value is there. There's no reason any team should be getting 5.5 points, especially one that's going to Dallas, going up against Jason Garrett, who quite honestly just doesn't care whether or not they win this game. there's going to be some energy and effort on the Tampa Bay Bucks side tonight. So I would go with the Vikings. I would take it on the money line, and I'd also go with the Tampa Bay Bucks because I think, guys, Bruce Arians, they're going to ball out tonight in Tampa Bay going up against a Cowboys team that's going to be just happy to be there. In Major League Baseball tonight, what can I say? I know it's a big number. It's chalky as ass. But if the New York Mets and Jacob deGrom do not win this game against John Lester and the Cubs tonight, stick a fork in this team. They should trade everybody. I don't know what to tell you. The fact that Syndergaard got lit up like a Christmas tree last night, no excuse for it whatsoever to give up, 10 runs, 9 earned in 3 innings. Embarrassing. They've lost 5 games straight. They need this win. They got their stopper, don't they? That's what Jacob, that's why you gave him $130-some-odd million in guaranteed money for. He is the guy that's going to come out there and stop the bleeding, and they need it to be. So the Mets tonight, it's moved up about 25, 30 cents at this particular point. It's probably right around the $2. I don't care. Put it in a parlay, bet, doesn't make a difference. Mets are going to win tonight. And, oh, yeah, by the way, I like the over because Jacob deGrom doesn't necessarily just because he's playing doesn't mean they automatically win. The Mets, I believe, with Jacob deGrom on the hill, they're 2-6 over the last couple of months there. So it's not been an instant win, but at this moment, Citi Field, they need him to show up. I don't trust Lester on the road. I think the Mets can get to him. The number has been bet down. It's somewhere around 7 now. Taking an under in Major League Baseball, you got to have your head examined. Go with the over. Take the over 7. Back to Grom. Back the Mets on the money line and cash a few tickets in Major League Baseball. And as far as college goes, there's one game that I bet here tonight that I feel pretty confident in, and that is going to be the UCLA game coming up here. UCLA traveling to Cincinnati. Chip Kelly, it's his second year at UCLA, 3-9 last year, going up against Luke Fickell, head coach, Cincinnati Bearcats, 11-2 last year. They also played the first game of the season last year, and Luke Fickell and Cincinnati kind of ran over there in UCLA, in L.A., kind of beat Chip Kelly and the gang pretty well, too, last year. But now, Chip Kelly, he's got 19 return starters, on both sides of the ball. Cincinnati is a great defensive team. Luke Fickell used to be Urban Meyer's defensive coordinator at Ohio State, now the head coach here at Cincinnati. He did a great job last year. He's going to have another stout defense this year in Cincinnati. All 4 of their leading rushers are back from last year. Expect Cincinnati to run the ball, play defense, and expect Chip Kelly to run the ball with some success, too, as well. And don't forget, I do believe they have 9 returning starters on that defensive side. A little more experience. They were young last year. They're not so young this year, a little more experience. I love the under in this game here tonight, guys. That's what I'm backing. I'm going with the under in the UCLA Cincinnati game. That is getting ready to kick off. I know a lot of people are back in UCLA. I got the number at 59, under 59. I think it's even crawling further south. So jump on it while you can. I don't expect a lot of points scored in this game, but I would lean that possibly Chip Kelly can get it done, but I'm going to hold off to the second half of the game before I bet it as far as the side goes. You know why? Because I'm going to wait to see if there is an edge from our good friends over at halftimemagic.com. All right? You want your free second half plays? You want to try them out over the weekend? Now's the time to do it. Email them, support at halftimemagic.com. Put my name in the subject line. He'll set you up with the account tonight, guys. You will get alerts. You will know whether or not there is an edge to be had in the second half of these games. Boom. Start cashing, start profiting with second half wagers. And also make sure you take a look, guys, over at Twitter page at halftimemagic.com. Great stuff there as always. I'm so excited to get those alerts again and start dabbling in our second half wagering. We made a boatload of money last year. We all did. Those of you guys that tailed us and tailed Halftime Magic, you know exactly what I am talking about. And again, don't forget, you got to head over to SportsMemo.com. The free plays are up from some of the best cappers from around the country right now. Teddy Covers is there. Our boys Hunter Engelhardt is there. Dr. Chuck RX is there. Andrew McGinnis is there. Drew Martin is there. The gang is all there. Free plays, ways for you guys to be able to profit and make some money. Tonight it starts college football. Go do it. In the meantime, I'm taking Minnesota. I am taking the Tampa Bay Bucks. I am taking the Mets, who better win this damn game, or that's going to be the end of it for the New York Mets. And I'm going to take the under tonight. UCLA and Cincinnati. I think it's going to be a good game, but I don't think there's going to be 60 points scored. So I'm looking at the under there. Also want to thank, of course, our good friends at Pay Per Head. That's right, payperhead.com. You're going to hear me talking about them a lot, guys, coming up this year. You know why? Because there's never been a better side hustle during the season, football season, than you guys becoming a book. I mean, how many of you right now are organizing, the pool in your office right now, or are running around in the family and groups of friends, and you guys are the one doing it anyway? It is so simple, guys. It is a great way for you to earn the best and most fun side hustle that you're probably doing anyway. You just don't know it. It is so easy, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys and introducing you to how you can take advantage of the ultimate side hustle this football season and become your own book. We got plenty coming from them. More from, of course, Halftime Magic and Scott and company, along with all of the cappers from SportsMemo.com. Football season is here, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun each and every weekday. You'll have us right here, right around 5 o'clock, provided Hurricane Dorian doesn't blow us away down here. We'll be coming to you, ready to rock and roll. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out SportsGrid.com, the home, 24 hours, consistent, straight, live sports betting content, 24 hours a day. Oh, yeah, and it's free, guys. SportsGrid.com. Probably on a cable network. If you're watching this right now here, streaming it on YouTube, Instagram, on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, and shout out to you guys that are. But we are on a whole bunch of networks around the country, and more are starting to pick us up, like Zumo TV, Pluto TV, Fubo, you name it, guys. You have access to 24 hours of live straight sports betting content to make you a more profitable sports investor. I'll be back again 6 a.m. tomorrow morning there for the morning line, recapping all the games tonight, and we'll be back here again tomorrow afternoon. More free plays, getting you ready, getting you set to make a whole bunch of money this NFL college football season. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. Enjoy the games tonight, guys. Good luck no matter what you decide to do or who you're going to play. But make sure you come back. Join us again tomorrow, and we will get you all set up and make sure it's going to be a great way to make it rain. Make it profitable, guys. Thanks so much. Good luck tonight. Enjoy. We'll talk to you tomorrow.